He stood on the cold street corner in Philadelphia. The wind cut through his thin jacket. It was 1970. He had nothing in his pockets. He had nowhere to go. But the hardest part was the decision he had to make. In his arms, he held his best friend. It was a bull mastiff dog named Butkus. They were starving together. The man looked at the dog. The dog looked back with loyal eyes. He was so poor that he had to sell his best friend for $50 just to survive. This is the story of a man who hit rock bottom but refused to stay there. Welcome to Story Studio 91. Sylvester Stallone was not a famous name back then. He was just a struggling actor with a dream. He lived in a small, dirty apartment. The windows were broken. The heat did not work. He tried to find work as an actor, but nobody wanted him. His face looked strange. He spoke in a slurred, mumbled way. Agents told him he was ugly. They told him he would never make it. One day, he went to a boxing match. He saw a fighter named Chuck Wepner. Wepner was not the best fighter. He was a nobody. But he fought the great Muhammad Ali. Wepner kept getting hit. He kept falling down, but he kept getting up. He refused to quit. That fight lit a fire in Sylvester's mind. He went home. He did not sleep for 3 days. He wrote and he wrote. He poured his own pain onto the pages. He wrote about a small-time boxer who got one shot at greatness. He named the character Rocky. Sylvester had a script now. He had hope again. He showed the script to movie producers. They loved the story. They offered him money. It was a lot of money for him. They offered him $360,000. In 1975, that was a fortune. He could have bought a house. He could have bought nice clothes. He could have bought good food. He could have brought his dog back and lived a happy life. But there was one catch. The producers did not want Sylvester to play the main character. They wanted a famous star like Robert Redford or Burt Reynolds. They just wanted to buy his story. Sylvester said no. The producers could not believe it. They raised the money. They offered him more and more. They offered him over $300,000 just for the script. But Sylvester held his ground. He told them that the story was his life. He was Rocky. If he could not play the lead role, he would not sell the script. They turned him down. They kicked him out of the office. He left with nothing. Things got even worse. His wife could not take the poverty anymore. She left him. He was alone. He was heartbroken. He had no money. He had no wife. He had no dog. He hit the lowest point a human can reach. He had to sell his dog Butkus to a stranger outside a liquor store for $50 just to buy food. He cried that day. He felt like a total failure. Weeks passed. Finally, one producer agreed. The producer liked the script, but he had a very small budget. He could not pay Sylvester the $360,000. He offered him $35,000, and most importantly, he let Sylvester play Rocky. But there was a catch. Sylvester had to take the money in small amounts. He could barely afford to eat during the filming. He was so poor during the shooting that he had to sell his dog again because he could not afford to feed it. The movie was made. It was a low-budget film. Nobody expected much, but when Rocky came out, the world changed. People loved the story. They loved the underdog. They saw themselves in Rocky. The movie won the Oscar for Best Picture. It made millions of dollars. Sylvester Stallone became a star overnight. The first thing Sylvester did with his new money was go back to that liquor store. He waited for the man who bought his dog. He found the stranger. He offered to buy the dog back. The man said no. Sylvester begged. He offered more money. He missed his friend so much. Finally, he paid $3,000 to get Butkus back. That dog later appeared in Rocky movies. Sylvester Stallone faced rejection after rejection. He lost his wife, his home, and his best friend. He sold his dog just to eat, but he never sold his dream. He never gave up on who he was. He risked everything to be himself. He was willing to lose everything to gain his self-respect today. He is a legend because he refused to let anyone else write his life story. We all have hard times. We all feel like we are losing the fight. But remember Rocky. Remember the man on the street corner selling his best friend. If you keep getting up, you will win. If this story touched your heart, please like the video and subscribe to Story Studio 91 and share this wisdom with someone who needs it today.